Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to delve deeper into the tragic passing of actor Lee Sun-kyun. We all know that Lee Sun-kyun took his own life after the police opened an investigation into alleged drug use, which also uncovered an extramarital affair that Lee was having. But what you may not know is that there were two different blackmail schemes in this story that were also putting pressure on E and led him to commit suicide. Basically, there are two women that have been recently arrested by the Incheon Metropolitan Police for charges of extortion. One of these women is a 29-year-old bar hostess. Now, this bar hostess is the same woman that was having an affair with E and allegedly using drugs with him. The second person that was arrested was an acquaintance, a friend of this bar hostess. She's accused of not just blackmailing Lee Sun-kyun, but blackmailing her friend, okay? The bar hostess works at a high-end bar in Gangnam. In Korea, we call it tempro, which is a very vulgar way of saying that only like the top 1% of clients who have a lot of money can go here and drink because it's so expensive, and also because the girls here are really, really pretty. And Lee Sun-kyun goes there all the time. He drinks there, he hangs out, and he sleeps with the woman there. So this hostess receives 300 million won from Lee Sun-kyun. That's around like 230,000 US dollars. And she gets the money from him by saying, quote, there's a hacker that recently found out about our relationship and is threatening to tell the public. So she's saying, listen, you need to give me this money and I'll give it to this blackmailer slash hacker and it'll go away, okay? And she's saying, I don't know who this hacker is. It could be anybody. So the bar hostess receives the money from E, but instead of giving it to the blackmailer, she pockets the money herself. She tries to open a passport and get a visa and get out of Korea. Now here's the crazy twist. The person who did the hacking and is blackmailing is a friend of this hostess. She's actually a friend who lives in the same apartment complex, and she's a friend that this hostess met while she was in prison. This bar hostess has been to jail before for drug-related issues, and her friend was in jail for fraud-related charges. So they meet in jail, come out of jail, and they live in the same apartment complex. Now, this friend basically found out about her hostess friend's relationship with E and created a fake burner account on a message app and messaged her friend and said, give me money or else I'm going to go to the press. Once the bar hostess pockets that 300 million won and doesn't give it to her friend, that friend panics and gets mad. And what she does is she goes to E directly and says, hey, I won't go to the cops, but I want you to give me money at a reduced price. How's 50 million won sound? So E goes, damn, well, I've already given him a lot of money. Why not just give some more to cover the story? He gives her 50 million won, but she also still goes to the police and tells them that, hey, I think Lee Sun-kyun and my friend are having a relationship, but I also think that they're using drugs together. She doesn't know for sure, but she just says, yeah, I think that that's what they're doing. And the police open an investigation, opens a whole can of worms that has led to this. Lee Sun-kyun, before he passed away, tested negative for drugs multiple times. Even said that he would take a polygraph test, but the cops kept harassing him and pestering him because of this tip from the blackmailer. You have the bar hostess who was the one that was initially blackmailed, but she used her own blackmail scheme to steal money from Lee Sun-kyun, and the original blackmailer still got money from Lee Sun-kyun at a reduced price. But not only did she take the money, she just reported him to the police. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho and a group of other very famous actors just held a press conference in Seoul where they called for a thorough investigation into how Lee Sun-kyun's investigation was handled, and they're demanding more accountability and change in the way that the media and also law enforcement treat these celebrity drug scandals. And I think it's a good thing because, as you can see, yeah, Lee Sun-kyun was having an affair, and that's morally wrong, but he tested negative for drugs, so you can't charge him for that. And I hope that this leads to some change, but I'm not sure if it will because, guys, there are actually so many blackmail stories in Korea. They just don't always lead to suicide. This is kind of the reason why, even though there are lots of those tempro entertainment bars in Korea, it's generally not a good idea to go, even if you're rich, because those places are just staffed by the shadiest, nastiest human beings that you can think of. I do know a few established actors and directors in Korea, and what they tell me off the record is that most of the guys who are smart in this industry don't go to those places because they're just scared. They're just scared that if they show up, somebody's going to record them, or somebody's gonna maybe slip something in their drink, and it could lead to a whole media circus, because in Korea, once a rumor starts, it spreads like a wildfire. And I think that is very true. The smart people just avoid those kinds of places altogether, because yeah, it's tempting. You want to have a drink and hang out with pretty women, but I think there are definitely better ways of doing that instead of going to a place that's bordering very close to almost a prostitution house. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.